Hey gang, welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan, and it is time for the Saturday night shave. I'm getting my bowl ready right here. I like to try to have this done before I start, but I didn't do it this time. I am heating my bowl up in some hot water. This is my favorite bowl of all time. Got the sink filled up with some hot water. And as you can tell, we're going to be using Cella. I chose the aloe. As I understand it, that's really the only difference. If you can tell, I used it one time. People say this stuff smells like almond cookies, but I don't think it does. At least not this one. Gee, what shall we do first? Let's put our lather on first. So I'm going to take my little pick here that I got a long time ago. And that should be more than enough. And we'll put the lid back on. I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome to all my shaving fans who watch the channel for shaving, and if you normally watch for fragrances, well, I appreciate you too. Maybe I can get you into wet shaving. And if you're a wet shaver, maybe I can get you into fragrances. I'm gonna wet my face here. And this is my 1956 Gillette Super Speed. I'm thinking about sending that in to Razor Emporium and see if they can't make it super pretty. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my $15 Amazon Badger brush and I'm going to soak it in the sink for just a second. And I'm going to squeeze it at the bottom and not at the top. And as Geo Fatboy says, let's see if we can mix us a lather. I noticed that the first time that I used this, I found this soap needs a lot of hydration, and I didn't think that it would because it's kind of a soft soap. But I was wrong. Okay, we might actually be there. When I used this the very first time, I felt like as I was shaving, the lather just broke down. So I don't think I like this as much as I like, that's kind of what it looks like right there. I don't think I like this near as much as I like Proraso. But it's not bad. All right. So if you just watch my review of the fragrance, I am noticing one note in the fragrance that is just blowing everything else out of the water and causing it not to be a very good experience, and it's that pine. It just blasts through everything. It's like having a lead guitarist in a band that's louder than everybody else. But we're not done yet. We're still doing first impressions, but that pine note is just very, let's be kind, let's say imposing. So we are going to use these blades, the iridium blades. I think I'm going to buy me some Gillette 7 o'clock black super duper stainless or whatever. They're super duper stainless platinum turbocharged, whatever they are. I really like those blades. And I've heard people just jump up and down about these blades, but for me, in my face, because it's different for everybody's face, we're going to open this up. See, that looks pretty good in there. Now we're going to drop in this blade. But for me, in my face, these blades are just kind of middle of the road. And there's nothing terrible, nothing awesome. All right, let's temper this razor. And let's get to shaving. Let's see what kind of noise we get. This Gillette Super Speed, I think it's one of the lower aggression ones, but there's still plenty of blade feel on here for me, at least when my beard is short. All right, let's start going across the lip. This part I hate. You know, I hold an opinion that doesn't make me very popular in the wet shaving realm. And that opinion is I'm really not all that impressed with antique shavers. I don't think they're all that great. I'd rather have a new modern RazoRock or Rockwell or something like that than one of the older ones. I feel like the manufacturing standards are higher. But everybody's got their own preference. And I'm sure this one maybe needs a little tuned up. But I do have one that's in really good shape. I have a Gillette Tech that I got from Razor Emporium that they say was from about 1949, something like that. That one's a little better than this one. I think I remember why I don't use this razor that much. But this was a gift they get that I was given to when I joined the Wet Shaving Society on Facebook 5 years ago when I first started wet shaving. And that's when I discovered how wonderful and generous the people in the wet shaving community are. And I gotta say, that does not carry over to the fragrance community. There's a lot of nice people out there, but there's some snarky people out there too. Yeah, this is not all that great. I really don't like this cello. I mean, I'm watching it sitting here in my bowl and it just kind of fell apart. That's kind of what it looks like right there. But as it sat there in the bar, in the bowl, it deteriorated quickly. All right, so let's go get let's go against the grain. Let's rinse that out. So I'm curious, you can tell me in the comments, am I the only wet shaver that's just not head over heels in love with old antique razors? I think it's great to have a couple of them, but it's nothing I want to shave with every day. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a 57 Chevy, but I sure as heck wouldn't want to drive it every day. As I'm using this, I remember why it's been a couple of years since I've used it. It's just not that great. It's not terrible. It's a hell of a lot better than a cartridge razor. And it probably could use a little tune-up. But I don't know if I want to spend $100 getting a 60-year-old razor, 59-year-old razor, or a 69-year-old razor refurbished. Because for that money, I could buy a Crave. I could buy an Overland. Hell, I could even buy a Rex Console. Or I don't know if it's that one or not, but I could even buy, I could buy a very nice brand new razor. But, honestly, it's doing a pretty good job. And one thing I do like about this razor is I have a brother who is 10 years older than me. So when I use this razor, it reminds me to pray for him. My older brother is 69 years old. And there was a time when he was my hero, so. And he still kind of is. Let's see how we did. Well, it did a pretty good job. I may have to take back some of those mean things that I just said. Now, what do we want to use to finish this off? I think I'm going to use Proraso. This is the Aloe and Vitamin E. And I really like the way this makes my face feel. Oh, just found a bunch of crap that I missed. Yes, sir, my Game Changer 84 is still the best razor in my corral. You know what? That's not going to do. And I hate having to go back and do this. It's not good to drag 5 blades over your face several times, but it's also not good to have to drag 1 blade over your face 5 times. Okay. Let's see if that's any better. Yeah, I remember why now. It's been so long since I used that razor. I just don't like it. I don't like it, man. All right. There we go, that's better. La 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 la. There we go. That last little touch up did it. I'm gonna kind of wet my face a little bit. I'll find stuff that I missed and I'll drag out my good razor in the morning before I leave for church and do the touch-ups on it. But I do like the Proraso aftershave balm. Well, topic for the comments. What do you think about vintage razors? I can take them or leave them. I like the newer razors better. I think they're more precisely made. Maybe I should send this in for a tune-up. But anyway, that's the Saturday night shave, and I'm a lot better doing shaves on Saturday night than I used to be when I was out drinking. So this will keep me at home and keep me happy. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. God bless you guys. Have a good Sunday or Saturday night, and have a good Sunday. Enjoy your family. Talk to y'all later.